Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. The weather will not be a factor today. We have absolutely beautiful conditions here. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, they're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. He loses the football. And the Saints grab it. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omen.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 1st down, here's Baker. That's to his back, here's Rashad White. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 47. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, here's Mayfield. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Saints grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Rattler setting a throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Looking to throw, Rattler. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get the game's first points here in the second. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Saints will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys, keep taking that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say, slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got his target. It's Otten. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Baker now off to play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Mayfield to throw for it. He lets one fly deep downfield. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 20-zip lead. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Once again, Irving. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Rattler to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On target to Godwin. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Here's Baker. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here come the Buccaneers again, trying for two. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two. A final throw before the break. Oh no, they get him yet again. Alontae Taylor has it. And he's out the clear. 40. Hits the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing, Baker. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Baker now. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Mayfield to throw again. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Completes this one to Otten. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Irvin here from the gun. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Forced out to his right. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jamel D makes the play. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. From the gun, a give to Miller. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense react.
Tighten up defense. You know what's in the offense, boys. Nothing to the ground, D.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go.
Counter give to Kamara. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Rattler. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally...
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's brought in by White. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different.
Big gain downfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. A give right side to Miller. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Saints with a comfortable 12-point lead. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Throw on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints go up by 19. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Trying to push it deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Polsenadivo's got it. And the Saints will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.